What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and it looks like some spicy little nuggets of leaks came out of Marvel. A 13-piece nugget, in fact, with extra honey sauce based on Phase 4, some casting, and a wide variety of other things. I'm sure that Marvel is not happy at all. The world of Marvel leaks is truly the Wild West. There's no way to really know, this is via inverse, by the way, what's true and what's not until it's too late. And until then, anything goes. Usually leaks can usually be dismissed as stabs in the dark until it's revealed that, yes, we're really going to see White Vision, or yes, that's really Elaine from Seinfeld. But sometimes there's a leak that's so wild, so swinging for the fences in its nature, it seems something that can't be made up, and this is one of those leaks. Again, a word of advice, all of this with the chunkiest grain of salt you can find. Keep the expectations in check and read on accordingly, although several of these have already been confirmed. With that said, an alleged leak was shared on Reddit, originally hailing from the naughty place, we'll say, with detailed casting and plot spoilers for every single Marvel property in development, from Loki and Thor 4 to the distant future works like She-Hulk. Aside from all these supposed leaks, there are also some wild casting rumors that could change the MCU as we know it. The leaks range from the logical, like the fact that the, quote, fake character in Thor 4 are nothing more than comic relief cameos, to the absurd, like speculation Kate Bishop would join up with John Walker as U.S. agent at the end of Hawkeye. Other highlights, if you want to call them that, include following potential major spoilers. Now, hey, I'm not worried about like a spoiler alert thing here, because, look, I don't find, as I've looked through this, I didn't see anything that like was shocking. Also, certainly things could change between now and 2 years from now. Also, I don't have a lot of interest in Phase 4, other than the hilarity that will likely be She-Hulk. I'm looking forward to that, but nonetheless. The Greek gods are coming to Thor: Love and Thunder with Russell Crowe as Zeus. Now, this has all been been confirmed by Russell Crowe, Russell Crowe himself. Idris Elba will not be back in the next Thor, but will have a role in Loki. Clint Barton will retire at the end of Hawkeye, and this time it's for real. Maybe the most exciting, quote, leak, should any of this pan out, is the apparent list of actors who have all been cast to undisclosed roles of the MCU. Charlie Hunnam, I don't know any of these people except Jim Carrey, which I don't know what role Jim Carrey would play. Again, these leaks are completely unfounded, but it's enticing to think about the things like Disney Plus series Hawkeye serving as Jeremy Renner's swan song, where he passes on the name to Kate Bishop. God, the internet's going to love that. I mean, to be totally honest with you, there's almost zero doubt in my mind that that's what's going to happen. That's what Marvel wants. Jeremy Renner needs to move on to other things. By the way, Jeremy Renner has played some good roles. I really liked him in, what was it called? Cold, where he's like a res cop. I'm trying to think. Look at me on the fly. It was, I don't remember what that movie was called, but it was really good. I guess not good enough for me to remember. I'm guessing Wind River. Wind River is what it was called. Very good. Probably worth a rewatch. That could very well happen, just maybe not because of these deeply dubious leaks. Now, Inverse says, leaks that are on the chans are forever asterisked. This one is no different. It shouldn't be treated as gospel from anyone. But here's the thing: there's a lot of this that's already been confirmed. Now, I don't want Jim Carrey in the MCU. I don't like Jim Carrey, although I thought he did quite well. Quite well in his Sonic role, and I'm sure we'll see him in the Sonic sequel. But you see, like, there are some pretty wild ones, Kate Bishop joining the U.S. agents team, wide variety like that. It's fun. It's fun to think about. I mean, Marvel is, how do I say, they're going through a transition period right now where they, I think, are looking for new fans. there are a lot of people that after Endgame just checked out. The Endgame plus the global closing of every theater, and the delay of Black Widow, I think really, really, really put a huge bump in the road for really the momentum that they had. Now, we've talked about Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, receiving some backlash, as well as more Doctor Strange issues. So huge Doctor Strange 2 leak have spoiled Marvel's new villain, may have. Of all the MCU Phase 4 films set to premiere soon, Spider-Man 3 and Doctor Strange 2 are easily the most exciting ones. I'd agree with that. I don't really love Tom Holland as Spider-Man, to be honest with you. I know this is probably unpopular, but I've liked Maguire, honestly. Is that crazy? I feel you furiously typing yes. I don't know. I just never really warmed up to Tom Holland as Spider-Man. He's fine. I think he's a fine actor. I don't know. Both movies will explore the multiverse, and No Way Home will dip our toes in the multiverse with the story centered around Peter Parker. It's really Doctor Strange in the Multiverse Madness that's expected to give us a more immersive multiverse experience to prepare us for the kinds of stories Marvel will tell in the future. It should be also prepared us for the dead characters Marvel may choose to revive. The best part is the two films are connected directly, as Stephen Strange will appear in both of them. Spider-Man 3 premieres December 17th, and Doctor Strange has a March 25th release date. Now, there's a purported No Way Home plot from a source that seems to have accurate Marvel information. I don't want to give any spoilers. On to Shang-Chi, which is another Phase 4 movie for Marvel that is already off to a rocky start. Can Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings fix Marvel's, quote, Asian problem? I mean, when it comes to Asian superheroes, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has a lot left to be desired. Keen to avoid a backlash when depicting a traditionally stereotyped Mandarin supervillain in Iron Man 3, the studio cleverly cast part South Asian actor Ben Kingsley as the elvish Luvi. I'm not even sure English. I'm not even sure who that character is off the top of my head. Trevor Slattery, who was only ever playing the role of Tony Stark's evil nemesis. I didn't see Iron Man 3. I don't think I did. The only problem was that there was another role not going to an actor of East Asian extraction. Apparently that's a problem. I don't know who cares, but the internet cares. So Shang-Chi, to me, I'm only mildly interested. This big Marvel leak, there are some things of it that are definitely true, but that's how the best crafted quote-unquote leaks work, is when you pick a few little nuggets that you already know are true or have been confirmed elsewhere, and you mix it in with a bunch of wild ones. Now, in the comics, Hawkeye does join the Thunderbolts as a reformed villain at one point, but ultimately, I don't know. Take everything. Here's the actual thing. Idris Elba returns in Thor: Love and Thunder. Gore, the God Butcher, will, these are, I don't want to read these. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. I don't know. Does anybody even really care about Marvel Phase 4? I suppose Doctor Strange is still interesting to me. I like that franchise. Spider-Man is fine. I may watch it. But it's going to take me some time to, really give a damn about Marvel without, Iron Man and, Captain America and all the characters that we've grown to love. New casting, I don't know if that's going to do it. I just think they have to rebuild new stories. I'm not sure that they did enough to do it. They're using Disney Plus to do it. They just finished Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I won't spoil the ending, but it's obviously a setup for the next movies. I think people would say that it was pretty good. You see, the Falcon and Winter Soldier is a blueprint for the next decade of Marvel heroes. How the season finale charts the path for the next generation of the MCU adventures. The season finale, I'm not going to spoil it, has arrived, bringing to an end the last Marvel saga and settling a legacy for Steve Rogers and his emblematic shield. But the show doesn't just answer the question of who's the next Captain America, it charts a path forward for the next generation of Marvel heroes. And it's used a solution borrowed right from the comics, which I always appreciate. I didn't really care to watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm still kind of on a breakup with Disney. Some people like it. If you liked it, cool. Maybe let me know what you think of the finale in the comment section down below. But that's what they're going to do now. They're going to use Disney Plus to set up the movies. So if you don't have Disney Plus, then you're not going to know what the heck's going on in the movies. Bold move, I suppose, but they have 100 million paying customers worldwide, allegedly. It's probably enough. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.